Hey everybody, do you know what's about to happen? I do.
It's a tiny tight show. What you know about pro wrestling? Tune in, get a lesson in a little MMA. Got a question? Throw it our way. A suggestion? Listen to the podcast with some bomb gas. RVD, no, we won't pass. Makes me so mad when Big Show's sad. I just can't believe the acting. It's the last thing I wanna see, but Mae Young fasting, crashing through a table. You're overreacting, not another stable. Tiny tight show, moves not, don't give a fuck. Crispin one. I'm Zach Selleck, Mike Batchelor. Start the show, brother.
And we're live. It is the Tiny Tight Show for the week of October 9th. I'm Mike Batchelor, one half of your tag team champions. Joined with me, as always, is Mr. Zachary Selleck.
Why do you always steal my thunder? Why can't you just let me say my name?
I just got to build you up, man.
Well, Zachary Selleck, that's me.
What's going on, brother? What's new in the week of Tiny Tights on your end?
Well, yeah, so just a warm-up story here, just to get going. So we've had some mice issue in the house.
Oh.
Have you ever had any mice issue?
No, we've
Issues?
always had like at least 2 or 3 cats at a time in our family, so
Oh, nice. So, well, we don't have any cats. So I don't know, about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, we noticed like little droppings on the countertop. We're like, oh shit. So we got some traps, and
Zach, was that you?
yeah. So usually, like, maybe I make a lot of mess, but no, this wasn't me. But yeah, so next thing you know, we get the traps. We get this big motherfucking one, and my wifey AC, my girlfriend wifey AC, 6 years coming up this week. So congratulations. Yeah, and she's definitely afraid of the mice. So she can't stand snakes, spiders, mice, and I'm not talking like cliche girl phobias. I'm talking like full-fledged like panic attacks. Like, I'm telling you, one time we were biking, she's like in the woods, we're biking on mountain bikes, and she saw some little snake, and she had to take a 20, no, I'm not exaggerating, 20-minute break. Like, you know that? You know, I'm doing that. I'm not kidding. She is afraid. I'm like, look at the size of you, look at the size of it. That's all I keep saying every time. But anyway, so we get these mice, and I catch this big motherfucking one. This thing must have been pregnant with like freaking like 20 or something, because it was freaking huge, biggest fucking mouse I've ever seen in my life. Got rid of that. Freaking catch another one. So this morning we had to go down to the basement to get the Katina, get some food, and I had to go first, of course, because Amanda's afraid. And we see this little baby mouse, and like is
The bastard's brain in with a chair.
No. We see it, so I'm like, oh fuck. So I went and got like a plastic bag and the broom or something like this. I'm just gonna do one of these right into the bag. Fuck it. Get to it. It's still like moving. I'm like, eh. I don't even know if it looks like it's like just been born. It's like a baby mouse. Maybe like out of the dead one that I caught the other day. Maybe it somehow squirmed out, and it was just like, oh,
it's an aborted mice.
It's what it was. It was an aborted mouse. And so I fucking try to get it, and it's moving, and I'm like, ooh. I'm not afraid. It's just kind of, I'm not afraid of it.
I remember back, well, that's the way, I know you're not afraid, because I remember back in the day at Future Shop where you were the first person on a bat hunt when everyone was running around the store.
Yeah, whatever. The things like that don't really bother me. Like, but I'm... But yeah, so I got rid of it. So there's 3 dead mice in the garbage, all separate bags.
And now your base will be forever haunted by the aborted mouse.
Thanks, man. I'm just got a great video of that.
No, you gotta own that shit.
But yeah, so that's the warm-up story for the Tiny Tights listeners. So
what about the other one? About the concert you attended the other night?
What?
That concert you attended the other night.
Oh yeah, so I can talk about that too. There's no real good stories. Whatever.
Who'd you go see?
I saw Streetlight Manifesto. Have you ever heard of Streetlight Manifesto?
No, I haven't.
I'll say it slower because I think I said it pretty fast there. Streetlight Manifesto.
Nope. I can hear myself coming over the microphone here.
It's kind of like oh yeah, God, I gotta get the headphones. Fuck.
Live TV, folks. So I'll talk while Zach is getting his headphones. I had the chance to check out some Dragon Gate Japanese wrestling. Awesome. I think we might be doing something maybe in the near future involving some Japanese and a commentary track in the categories. Got my hands on the full thing of Pro Wrestling Guerrilla's Battle of Los Angeles tournament, 2-night tournament. The first match was Kevin Steen versus Chuck Taylor. Hilarious, tons of shenanigans there. Back and forth. At one point, Kevin Steen and Chuck Taylor got on commentary in the middle of the match, and we're arguing about who the best color commentator at PWG is to Excalibur. And Excalibur just looked at both of them, just poked them both in the eyes, and they went back to the ring, and the match got on from there. This was the event that Kyle O'Reilly won. He's the 2013 Battle of Los Angeles winner. Y'all tucked in there, Zach?
Yep.
There we go.
So you watched Bola? How was it?
Which the first 3 matches of Bola. Tremendous.
Yeah?
Tremendous.
Turn it on. Yeah, I had heard about a few of those spots from Instagram and such, like the Candy one and Candy as thumbtacks.
Yes. Oh, yeah, because it started off with Drake Younger does the whole thumbtack spot. It was him versus Joey Ryan. And the whole crowd's like, oh, they're going to do thumbtacks. And it's that funny because Drake has kind of cut down on the whole hardcore stuff because he's going more, well, rightfully so, he's getting out of the deathmatch scene. So he pours it all over the ring, and it's actually Jolly Ranchers. They're hard kind. So once everyone realized, I was like, oh, shit. Then he got slammed on the Jolly Ranchers. Then Joey Ryan came out and grabbed another bag, and it turned out to be Lego.
Lego, yeah. So huge pop, probably, right?
Oh yeah, another holy shit chant. Great match between the two of them.
Yeah. So where I heard about that is, I don't know if you ever watched TMZ.
A little bit. Oh yeah, you were telling me that one of the guys from TMZ goes to
Hardcore.
Nice.
Yeah, one of the guys from TMZ is like hardcore. He always goes to the PWG events. He's got his girlfriend into it. But you're looking for his name here. I think it's Ryan Satin, like Satin.
Yeah.
I think that's his name. But yeah, if you don't follow him on Instagram, check him out. If you want to get see some firsthand PWG stuff, because he's always there.
Sweet. We got to go to Bola one of these years, man.
I know. I planted that seed in your head, man. I'm thinking
you have.
Yeah, I really would. I'm down, man. I really am.
I'm seriously. I need to get my passport, so I'm actually itching toward getting my passport so I can actually go.
Do it, man. Like, it doesn't take much to get a passport, so.
Yeah.
I think you're old enough, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm 30.
Yeah. So.
Big week in wrestling, BattleGround.
Well, I didn't tell my story, did I? My streetlight story.
Oh, let's go. But before we go to BattleGround, let's talk to you at the concert.
Yeah, I went to the concert last night. Streetlight.
So when you went to the concert, you were there with your friends. Were they anxious?
Yeah, it's stone cold. I was a little anxious. First of all, had to drive down to Toronto, so it's about an hour away from where we live in Barrie. And I take the drive every day, so I didn't really care about it. I drove with my friends. We had good chats, and we never get to talk to them. So it's like once every few months I get to hang out and talk with them. So it was really nice.
And then once you get on the Dan Valley Parkway, you get the traffic, and doesn't it just piss you off? What the?
Well, I wanted to. The Stone Cold, you bring up a great point because I wanted to take the Don Valley Parkway, but the guys wanted to take Allen Road, which Allen Road, for some reason, it makes no sense because it goes straight through Toronto instead of going on the Don Valley Parkway where you go around it. Go around friggin' all this. I don't get it. So we took the.
And then you look at your GPS gimmick thing, and it says turn left, and it's on the middle of the freeway.
Fucking Stone Cold. You're right, man. Like I throwing those gimmicks around, man. Fucking, I was kayfabing all over the place. I was throwing gimmicks and kayfabing, and just running with the boys up and down the road.
You know, you listen to the Stone Cold podcast too much when you actually use gimmick in a sentence and you catch yourself and the person looking like,
Dude,
what the fuck are you
I've
talking
been thinking about that. I'm like, how can I work that into more sentences? I actually thought about that.
I was at the doctor's office the other day and they asked me like how my diet and I said, no, I've been drinking mostly water and when I need a little flavor I get one of those little Dasana gimmick things. And I just
You
realized
worked it in,
I
nice.
did, and I just said that aloud, didn't I? I'm like, yeah, okay, fuck it, go with it.
Yeah, you sold it?
I sold it, man.
Were
I'm
you
here for
ribbing the doctor?
yeah, for the working man.
Working man, going up and down the road.
Haha. So, God bless Steve Austin for his
Yeah.
podcast.
Anyway, it was a good concert.
Good concert?
It was kind of like ska punk rock. Ska punk rock. They say it's the last tour. If anyone remembers the ska punk band Catch 22, the guy that the Kisby Knights is the lead singer in this band. So we've been around for 10 years, and farewell, Streetlight Manifesto. So what day is it today? It's October 9th, so yesterday was October 8th. So that's what I did on October 8th.
Nice.
It's recorded. It's documented.
That's right. So BattleGround was this week.
BattleGround. I got BattleGround notes.
What was your? Okay, let's start at the beginning of your notes here.
Okay.
The cat is quite interested in your notes as well.
I don't know. I don't have many Raw notes, but we'll get into the.
No worries. The last said that was about Raw. There's only one big highlight to Raw, and he's not big. Big Show's not sad anymore. So
Big Show sad.
I think that bit may be dead. Died too soon.
I hope so. BattleGround. So we started off with RVD versus Mr. Del Rio.
Yes. So Mr. Alberto Del Rio sneaking across the border.
You're Zeb Coulter.
That's right.
So my notes were, I don't know what why I write the things I write. I just write them, and this is what came out. So the crowd was into it. Crowd chanted, "This is awesome. We want tables." It was like the crowd was really into it.
Yeah, because this was their Extreme Rules match.
Oh yeah, the hardcore match basically.
Yeah. No coincidence that Rob now is taking time off from the company after this match. I want RVD's job.
Yeah, he freaking went all out though. That's for sure. He definitely did some huge freaking spots. He did that 5-star frog splash from the ring onto the floor. And like the ladder was on Del Rio. Crazy.
I'm not feeling the pink RVD shirt though.
Nah, like the pink shirt should have been one day. One day. I'm not insensitive. Just one day. Not a month.
I guess because the finish was he put the arm bar on the chair, so that was a really little spot.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I thought there was a couple sloppy parts, but it was fun to watch.
Yeah, the pre-show had Ziggler versus Sandow.
Sandow? Yeah, I didn't see that. Did you see it?
It was okay. It looked like Sandow kind of hurt his leg a little bit, and then Ziggler pinned him. It was okay. It was average for what it was. A pre-show match. It didn't matter. And,
Pop quiz. Give me a former Damien Sandow name. Gimmick.
Idol Stevens.
Boom. Next we have Americans versus Santino and Khali.
That was spot of the night. I think that's gonna have to go for spot of the whole night.
Spot. I hate that they did it on Raw the next day, but I have to agree. I was freaking popping like popcorn, bitch.
I think that's gonna be our next song. We got to do a song for the big swing. And a big swing, and a tiger uppercut, and a big swing.
Nice, huge little chorus there.
Yeah.
The Zeb promo, maple syrup and
the borders.
Yeah, he was talking about Canadians crossing the borders, and I think he was trying to get it because he knew a lot of Canadians there. I think that's why he dropped the maple syrup comment again.
Because they're from Buffalo. They were in Buffalo, weren't they?
Yep. So
the only good thing is your chicken wings.
Yeah, and then the only other thing I have a giant swing from Khali for the finish.
One thing I was noticed by that match, they were pushing the shit out of that new slow cam, that HD slow-mo cam they have. Did you notice that too?
No, I didn't
They've
actually.
got like I've seen it. I know about it because I saw it on a thing on NXT. They would show the NXT guys. They have it there,
Hmm.
so they can actually do a move and like watch it. It's true HD, so you see all the jiggles and the and all that kind of stuff. So
Um,
anytime like RVD's 5-star frog splash, anything like that at that low angle, they cut the slow mo angle. That's that.
I gotta look for. I'm surprised I didn't because I'm into video and stuff. I'm
Yeah.
surprised I didn't notice that at all.
Oh man, how he got freaking now that's actually a believable finish. Like the big swing and okay, pin Kali because he's I'm dizzy, I can't get up.
Yeah, I'm surprised like he got the finish from that, but he did it twice in a row, so
He needs to hit the
two
UFO
minutes more.
next, man. I will freaking stand up and mark the hell out when he hits that UFO. That if the crowd likes the big swing, it's gonna love that because the UFO is when he gets with the torture rack and just starts
Yeah,
turning and turning, and then puts his hand down like, and the guy keeps spinning.
yeah, that's freaking crazy. I think we've seen that. So
Hmm.
next we had receding. I think we figured out what the R and R truth stands for is receding hairline.
Yes, I would agree
Yeah,
with that 100%.
that bandana is needed in this area.
Yes. I was actually mentioning that to James, my Marvel vs. 5 co-host, who was over. We were watching the pay-per-view together, and it's funny that R-Truth is in the exact same position as he was 3 years ago before he turned heel.
Well, what really hurt him, if I recall, I'm just going by memory. I haven't really thought this out, but he was. Remember when he was doing the little Jimmy thing as a heel, and it was getting really over, and
Yeah,
he was being kind of crazy,
yeah.
and then they were like, "Oh, let's make him a good guy and have this try to merchandise little Jimmy." That's what fucked him up. Like
Yep.
he was good. He was doing really well before that.
Oh man, we had like months of R-Truth material where don't want me.
Yeah, that was classic shit. Like,
If this spider's up on that ladder, I'm gonna hurt somebody.
so him versus Axel. Paul Heyman is with Axel. Heyman was getting berated by the announcers.
Oh yeah.
He was getting called Paul Wrist. He's so ugly. He has a skullet.
Be a star,
Um,
guys.
I bet when he looks in the mirror, his reflection throws up. That's what the king said.
That's just mean.
This whole match was so boring that there was a JBL chant.
Well, there's always a random JBL channel at least once a night.
And Axel for the 3 count. You don't seem too interested in this match, so any last thoughts?
They need to get like another like long-term feud for Axel. Like I think him versus Miz could be good.
Curtis Axel for the 3 count. Moving on, we have Brie Bella versus AJ Lee. So Tamina Snuka is by AJ's side. How long has this been happening?
I was thinking that myself. Like what? When? I know that last thing I remember, Layla and them kind of told her to fuck off.
Yeah, something like that. That was only a few weeks ago, so I must have missed this because this was news to me.
I kind of like their dynamic with the tall chick with the shortest chick.
Yeah, yeah, it works. It works. And then AJ was controlling the majority of the match by working on an arm. Bree works a short comeback. AJ with a quick roll up after Tamina chokes Nikki to distract Bree.
I'm glad that the Bellas finally realized that they were supposed to be baby faces now.
Yeah.
So is what it
Cena
is.
coming back. Cena coming back.
Oh yeah, actually, this actually led me. I texted you this week because I think on the last show I had the idea that they should do a faction with Gail Kim. No, not Gail Kim. Beth Phoenix, Karma, and Victoria. That might have been 2 weeks ago.
That was last week.
Was that last week? Okay.
I think so.
What? Well, I think they should be called the Shield, capital SHE. That would be epic. And just have the Shield embrace them. So it's three chicks and them. That'd be awesome. Because Ambrose would be totally into it because he'd want to bang all three of them.
At the same time.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so next we have the Rhodes family vignette.
Great.
All three with pretty good promos. Goldust had an erratic moment when he was when Cody was talking. I think Cody was talking and Goldust was like, whoof, or something like that. It just made me pop. Yeah. Goldust looking pretty fast in the ring still, so he still got it.
Hit that. He had some badass makeup there.
Yeah, he was definitely giving it a good effort. And then Shield beat up Cody for a while. Cody had a moonsault comeback. Did you see that?
Yeah, that's normally Cody's like no hit moonsault. He had that Kurt Angle no hit moonsault for a while, where he always tried, he always missed it. So he finally hit it.
And hot tag to Goldust. Goldust top rope crossbody. That was a pretty wow moment.
Yeah,
that was pretty nice. Shield take over again. Hot tag to Cody this time. Cody does a muscle buster.
That impressed me too. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. What does Samoa Joe think about that?
Yeah. Probably fine with it. The one guy who's happy to be in TNA right now.
Ambrose gets a Dusty elbow.
Mm-hmm.
An elbow from Dusty.
So Dusty got his shit in.
Do you think people actually know what that is, though?
Probably not, but we know. And that's all that matters.
Yeah. Good finish. That's yeah.
So Rhodes and Dusty get their jobs back. So, or evidently Goldust now has a job.
Yeah. I wrote fake roll-up finish. So even Amanda thought that the roll-up was going to be the finish. Wifey AC was like, "Oh no, the roll-up." She knows that the roll-up is the out for most of them.
She's slowly getting smartened up.
Yeah, it's actually kind of fun to watch.
I want to see her at Ring of Honor next time, man. Just for her reaction.
Yeah, I don't know. So one of these days. So it goes to panel. Miz is way too excited.
Yeah.
Titus puts over RVD. Albert puts over the Cesaro swing, and all three want Daniel Bryan to win.
With that, yeah. The one funny running thing with that panel was the stupid fake Daniel Bryan beard.
Yeah, that was stupid. Albert was trying to get a yes thing going.
Yeah, and Titus was all, well, even though I stand by my partner and he's gay and I'm not, but we're
I'm still not afraid to touch him.
And he was on Ellen and he didn't ask me to go, but even though we're a tag team.
Well, what I thought about speaking of Darren Young is I was listening to a podcast and I didn't know his independent name was Bone Crusher. I'm not even joking. It's Bone Crusher.
Oh, that's too funny right now. The joke's too perfect. I can't even add to it.
No, you can't.
God bless you, Bizarra John Cena.
So Maddox is in the back. He's been left in charge. So it's been a pay-per-view, no Triple H and no stuff. They're not. Vicky just laughs at him because he's got himself into some predicament.
So like Stephanie said, "We're leaving." Shut up, Big Show. Gonna cry? Oh wait, that was the next night.
Knock him out. Kofi versus Bray Wyatt. You want to talk about it so much? Talk about it.
Go ahead. No, just the highlight of the match was like, because normally Bray's been doing for months the whole thing where he just like, before his setup for the Sister Elizabeth, or Abigail, Sister Abigail, was like he goes in the corner, bends backwards and looks at him. Where now he started doing like this really creepy ass crawl back, like invert bridge crawl, like creepy as fuck.
You want to know what I called it?
What do you call it?
Upside down crab walk.
That's right. But because he's got the beard looks his hair, and his hair looks like it's the beard. It's like some weird Japanese horror kind of thing.
Yeah, so what I wrote was Kofi versus Bray Wyatt, Fandango chants. So
that was very weird. Was there?
There was everyone's going to whatever they do. Kofi does a big over the rope. A big splash on the group.
That was a sweet dive.
Yeah, there was ECW chants, and I
Yeah,
wrote
random.
no.
Like, what the fuck? No
I
one here
heard.
was even in the new ECW.
I know. As I was like, Pepper, look quickly doing inventory. I'm like, nope. um, yeah, Bray upside down crab walk, then Bray Wyatt with the sister Abigail for the win.
Yes.
Follow the buzzards.
What do you think? Are they gonna? So Kane, I think pretty much is sure that he's gonna come back as a member of the family. I could see them easily absorbing AJ into the crazy.
CM Punk vignette, top notch quality. The vignettes were freaking amazing all night. CM Punk versus Ryback. CM Punk's pace was just like so professional. Like I just really noticed that he's like his pace is just, especially to start the match, and just like so comfortable in there.
Yeah, he didn't have to totally carry Ryback as much as you think he would. I think that's why I think so. Ryback kind of deserves a little bit more credit than he actually gets.
It's just he's inexperienced, or to like wrestling fans, he's still inexperienced because of the amount of time he's been there probably.
Yeah.
But I agree, he's getting better. Like his mic skills are freaking hilarious these days with the bully,
I
the big
don't
guy. I
like
mean, the big
bullies.
guy.
Feed me
Um,
more. See, I do Ryback too.
you can do everybody, man. Huge, you can't wrestle chant. Ryback had a lot of offense, and the crowd didn't really care at all. Pretty dead for Ryback's offense.
I think they're really still kind of hiding the boat. They should still do more. Where's Michael McGillicuddy? With him just peering over furniture and.
Paul Heyman interrupts the match by grabbing a mic and saying he was the best in the world. This allows Ryback to regain momentum.
We interrupt this podcast for a very important message from Danny Trejo. Take it away, Danny.
Hey, this is Danny Trejo. I just wanted to say, I was a luchador once on Franklin and Bash. That's it.
This has been a very special message by Danny Trejo. Back to the podcast.
I didn't care about Ryback's offense. Paul Heyman interrupts the match by grabbing the mic and saying he's the best in the world. This allows Ryback to regain momentum. Punk had a Hurricane Rana counter, which was really sweet. Heyman tries to use a kendo stick while Punk was slung between the ropes. Ref stops him. Punk with a mule kick to the junk for the win. Mule kick to the junk.
He caught him low, Schiavone.
So yeah, you think that Ryback deserves more
Credit,
respect?
Oh yeah, he thinks he needs more. He needs more credit than he actually deserves. No, he needs to get more credit.
What would Stone Cold say about Ryback's performance? Well, what kind of questions would Stone Cold ask Ryback?
Now, Ryback, when you're laying there in the middle of the ring and CM Punk just kicked you in the balls, were you anxious? Did it hurt? Could you breathe? Did you feel like you're going to take a shit in the middle of the ring? Were you humiliated? What do you mean, you mealy mouthed son of a bitch?
The bully gimmick is working for you. Does the bully gimmick work for you?
Now, I don't like a bully either. Because Vince McMahon was a bully for me for years, and then I just stunned him every single time and said, fuck you, motherfucker. Now I'm doing a show for the working man.
Daniel Bryan versus Randy Orton. Another great vignette. And
Randy Orton.
yeah, so then my stream cuts out.
Yeah,
My
too.
and I was like, what the fuck? And
as Austin Aries said, all us on the internet pirate streams screamed and how dare you take our free stream away from us that we did not pay for.
Yeah, I remember that promo. Yeah, but apparently there was a power outage in Buffalo.
Which was Brad Maddox's fault, obviously.
Obviously Brad Maddox's fault. Power outage in Buffalo or power outage in the arena, I thought. You think they just said Buffalo to make it seem like it wasn't their fault?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Wifey AC comments, well, look at that huge screen they have, and it was a pretty huge video screen, so that's probably what did it.
Turns out it was a power outage. Then Bray Wyatt just started coming to the ring. No, it's not your time yet.
Yeah, how does that work when they turn off and on the lights? You think that probably, like, I freaking, our old work, it took like a half hour for the lights to come on and off. How do they do that in the arena so fast?
There's a button. Lights off. It's a little light switch for everything in the arena.
Just the janitor hits that on his way out, just like, boom.
Oh, sorry.
So, yeah, so the crowd's not really into the first 10 minutes. That's what I felt like. What did you feel like?
Not at all.
Orton with the walls of Jericho.
Yeah.
They were saying Boston Crab, which obviously it is, but
I'd be okay if he used that more often. It looks actually decent because he is so tall.
you should at least do it like a half Boston.
No, because that's the Lion Tamer. That's the difference.
No.
Yeah, the Walls of Jericho and the Lion Tamer were technically two different moves. The Walls of Jericho is more just like a Boston Crab. Lion Tamer is when he really torques up on it and puts the knee in the back.
I would disagree on that.
Okay. Watch old school WCW Jericho and WWE Jericho. That's the biggest difference between the two moves. Only once or twice has he ever did torque back on it, and that was like when he usually fighting Benoit. Benoit's there. He should tell you that right now.
Well, anyway, I think friggin' Orton should do a single leg. And nothing to do with the whole conversation.
So he's doing a Maple Leaf then. That's Lance Storm's move.
That's better. At least he's not like a fairly current wrestler.
Okay.
This huge argument over Benoit's friggin' like subtleties in his finishing move. Come on, Bachelor. Yeah, great uppercut war.
Yes.
That was good. They're hitting each other pretty hard. Orton suplexes Bryan over rope to floor.
That was impressive.
That,
I thought he hurt himself.
Well, because you always see that spot on the outside inside where they try to and nothing ever happens. But not this time. So I thought that was good.
So it's the WWE video game spot that everyone always hits in that game because they put it in.
Bryan with 5 corner running kicks and the crowd goes nuts.
Okay, do you think before like every match, Daniel Bryan chugs like five-hour energies just to get that much energy the whole friggin' match? He's got like one speed.
Yeah, it's fast.
And he never gets tired. Like half an hour, he's still doing. How much cardio does he think he does?
Well, he doesn't eat meat, so maybe
yes,
he just.
Yes, he does. He started eating meat again. That's when he started packing on the muscle. That's when he started eating meat. But he's like very selective.
Yeah. Bryan has Orton in Yes Lock. Big Show music hits.
Dun, 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 dun. I'm Big Show and I'm so sad. I'm so sad. That should be his theme, man.
He knocks out Daniel Bryan.
Stephanie told me to do it.
Maddox brings out a new ref. Big Show swerves and pulls out ref, saving Bryan. And then Big Show knocks out Orton, and his music hits again. And I'm left wondering, is this the match?
This is for 12 rounds too.
I was so confused. I was like, you can't tell me that's a fucking finish. Like,
what you call a dusty finish.
Like I'm all about like prolonging storylines and doing this, but it was just confusing.
You know what should have happened? Okay, have everything play out like that. Then Big Show walks away with the belt. And that's your ending.
It's just Big Show's music was confusing. Like, I don't know. There's something about it. I was just left, like, kind of wanting more, but the wrong sour taste in my mouth, for sure. I wrote, that was fucking stupid. Yeah, that was stupid.
Very stupid. And apparently that got...
That's how I felt about it at the time.
That got, like, refund chance after the pay-per-view went off the air.
Yeah. But that ends my BattleGround Galactica.
That was WWE BattleGround Galactica. That's the next pay-per-view. That's next year's. In
Yeah.
space, no one can hear you have a non-finish on the main event.
On the moon.
On the
I will
moon.
see you on the moon.
So this led to Monday Night Raw the next night, where
Yeah. My notes are not as elaborate, so
That's
be
fine.
thankful, guys.
that's all good. So we'll just jump around into the highlights because Raw is a 3-hour show that should be just like an hour and a half.
Fuck yeah. So I wrote Steph and Big Show talk about nothing. Steph tells him to get on his knees. Big Show doesn't, and he calls Triple H a son of a bitch.
You can't tell me what to do anymore. You told me to punch Daniel Bryan in the face.
Everybody, any listener to the Tiny Tight Show, I invite you to open up your MacBook, open up your PC, open up your browser, be it Safari, be it Google Chrome, be it any Safari, anything you want. Go to YouTube, type in Big Show is sad. Big Show is sad. Those are the keywords.
Big Show sad, man. It's great.
And then click on it, and listen to it, and then listen to the end, and listen to the funny little bit at the end and after the rap.
Yes.
So Steph slaps Big Show a good 6 times, and these were good slaps, ladies and
What you
gentlemen.
gonna do? Cry, Big Show? I'm not gonna cry. You can't tell me to do anymore, Stephanie.
They're good slaps, guys.
Yeah, like isn't
Slaps
okay.
are good.
Isn't that grounds for a lawsuit? I
Like,
don't care, but
dude-
your boss can't slap you around like that.
Yeah, can't he call the cops on her?
Yeah,
Like, and
that's
have
assault.
her. Yeah. Come on, guys. Holes in the storyline. Holes.
So he's like, "All right, I'm fired."
Uh,
I would have popped him if he goes, "Fine, I'll go to TNA."
Ziggler versus Sandow, the rematch. Ziggler's t-shirt is oddly cut, I wrote.
Yes.
Especially the cut on the front. And then I think I went to the garage because I missed the finish.
Yes. Didn't miss anything. I think Ziggler's won again.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, because just trying to remember like much what a Raw really stuck out. Not much. Had another Los Matadores bit.
Bruno Sammartino was brought out during the break, and everyone sang happy birthday to him. Birthday.
Why are we
Birthday?
saying that? Happy birthday to the old man.
He's 78 years old, that's why.
Yeah, and nobody knows who the hell Bruno Sammartino is.
Uh,
I know who Bruno Sammartino is. You know who Bruno Sammartino is, but
3-on-3 girl fight. Total Divas newbies, first match ever. And the show I watch,
yeah, your show, your favorite show.
close to my heart. Yeah, so Eve Marie and JoJo is her first match, and JoJo, unless I missed something, I don't think she entered the ring once. So
She
she
did
just
not.
stood on
No.
it. Eve Marie was effing terrible. So green, greener than the garage.
All the divas in NXT are probably like, what the fuck? Seriously.
Yeah, oh my gosh, yeah. You have to be after that.
So bad.
So Maddox announces Randy versus Daniel Bryan in the Hell versus Cell,
Yes.
or Hell in the Cell, and fans are voting for the referee. So their choices are Booker T, Bob Backlund, Shawn Michaels. Who do you
I
think
wonder
won?
who's gonna win. I'll be honest, I actually voted on the WWE app. I voted for Bob Backlund.
Did you?
And he beat
Yeah.
Booker T. If you looked at the results.
I saw
Obviously,
that. Yeah.
all these polls are bullshit because they're gonna choose who they're gonna choose at the end of the day. But
Yeah.
I don't know if that was a rib on Booker.
I don't know. Maybe just because Booker T, you see him more often, right? So it's not so much of a thrill, but maybe fans just wanted to see their old favorite wrestler.
Should have been me, the ghost of Randy Savage. Ooh, yeah. Aha. I'm more qualified than Backlund. Yeah. Hey,
You had to make Wolfie had to make an appearance.
he doesn't have. Yeah, Wolvie doesn't exist in the WWE universe. No.
Neither do you, Ghost of Macho Man.
True. We got what else happened on Raw? Probably
I
nothing much,
totally. I'm
man.
done my notes, guys. Raw notes were far shorter.
Oh, bullshit. John
Triple H got
Cena's
knocked
back.
out.
Yeah, well, yeah, we'll get to that in a second. The bullshit of John Cena coming back to fight Alberto Del Rio at the pay-per-view.
Stupid. No build up. There's no need for it. Like, it's fucking stupid.
The only thing I can hope for, Cena beats Del Rio, place goes wild, then Sando catches in and beats Cena. I would rejoice and I would be happy. And then Cena and Sandow can feud over the world title, where hopefully we can actually get Daniel Bryan with the WWE Championship.
It'd be good. It'd be good. I like that idea. We'll see if you're right. It's marked down, it's documented,
Yes.
but
And it would also get a little bit more credibility to the world title because it's been jerking the curtain so long. Doesn't mean anything.
yeah, it also gives Cena another title.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, he could beat Flair for the all-time record or whatever.
yeah. What else has been going on this week? I guess Hogan's done in TNA. So
Is it storyline or is it?
No, he's done.
Yeah.
Yep. So we'll see where TNA goes from there.
Yeah, it seems like it's been quite a downward spiral recently for them.
Yeah, it's so weird because like it had like they tried something creative with giving Chris Sabin the world title from Bully Ray, and I was happy with that. But then he lost it right back to Bully Ray, and then he's now a heel, and he's feuding with T.J. Perkins, aka Manic.
Yeah, I didn't mind that at all. I liked how they gave it to him. I thought like they gave it to him long enough to establish credibility, and then I was happy with it giving it back to Bully Ray. I was happy with that all. I think Bruce Pritchard. I think firing Bruce Pritchard was probably a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably one of their worst ideas right there, and just it seemed like whatever he had established, they're not rolling with anymore, and they don't really. I be honest with you, I haven't watched in a little while because of yeah. Sorry, Dixie.
I think one of the things that is working is still the whole faction of Kazarian, Daniels, and Bobby Roode. That's still working for me.
No, they're great. They're still great performers. I'm not saying there's not performers, and the performers are going to make the best out of the time that they get to showcase themselves.
Yeah, because they've basically they're feuding with Magnus now, so they're in a whole program.
Magnus, I don't know. They're definitely giving him a big push recently. I don't know if I necessarily agree, but I heard he's only like 26. Is that true? Like,
Yeah,
man, he's been around.
Yeah, he's like really young.
Yeah, it seems kind of ridiculous.
I know Anderson's done with the company.
Yeah, that'd be great to see the WWE start picking these guys up because they're getting up there. Like all the guys are getting in their mid to late 30s, so I think now's the time to pick them up and get them back in the fold and add more of that top tier talent. Like just think of like RVD. Just take that example and like you could just multiply that by like 4 or 5 with like Anderson, AJ, Samoa Joe. Like I think they gotta stop wrestling each other.
But no, they need to go away for like 6 months at a time, like Jericho does, like RVD is going to. So when they're back, they're perceived as bigger stars, and it means more. It's like when you see them every freaking week, it doesn't mean anything.
No, I agree with that too. That's also a good point. Yeah. Different point, but it's the same. Yeah.
We got Mark Briscoe feuding with Silas Young in Ring of Honor, so that's actually really interesting. I've been watching some of the video wire stuff they've been putting up, and they've had a few back and forths at a few of the recent live shows, where Mark Briscoe beat Silas Young clean, then Silas attacked him after the match. Pardon me. Then I guess Mark eliminated Silas from their Battle Royal And now they're having a big return grudge match at Glory by Honor, the upcoming show. Pardon me.
Cool. I've been impressed with Silas Young in his work, so good for him.
Yeah, Mark's all like, "You ain't a real man. Like, I can put on a dress, but that don't make me a lady, because I don't got lady parts. You put a suit and say you're the real man, but you're exposed." Mark, what the fuck are you talking about?
Chickens.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Chickens.
Yeah, I guess Joe Koff, the CEO of Ring of Honor, has suspended Jay Briscoe until he actually gets medically cleared because he's been coming back and attacking Adam Cole at the recent shows.
So they must have re-signed some sort of deal.
Yeah.
So they must have re-signed some sort of deal.
I think that was all just had to do with Jay's comments on Twitter.
Oh, yeah?
Because they are owned by Sinclair Broadcasting, so they kind of do have to answer to them.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on in MMA?
I haven't been really following it, so...
Oh, okay. There was that big fight with Jones a couple weeks ago, right?
Oh, I've been following it. It's been kind of...
Okay. Cool. Well, I guess we should wrap her on up if there's nothing else. As always, you can send us an email at the Tiny Tight Show at tinytightshow@gmail.com.
Please do. Tiny Tights Show, Twitter and Instagram. Tiny Tights Show. It's kind of weird because there's tights ends with an S and show starts with an S. So it looks kind of weird when you type it in, but don't worry, it works. Tiny Tights Show. Yeah.
If you're watching this on our YouTube channel, thank you for watching. Leave a comment below. Hit like on the video. We're going to be trying some new stuff and a lot of new content videos coming real soon on our YouTube channel.
Yes, absolutely. We're excited to show you some great content that we got coming up. Hopefully get the word out about the show a little bit more and get some more listeners because we feel like our product is getting slightly better, not marginally better.
We're expanding. We're being creative. As I say, I got art on the walls now for whatever the hell that means. So, I've got my buddy.
You got a little mask over there.
I got Sin Cara right over here.
Yeah, you got that. Did I talk about my RVD program? We could close that off to.
Oh yeah, I talked about that last week. Yeah.
Oh, we did. Did I show it?
I actually show it now.
I'll show it.
Vintage.
Yeah, so what this is an ECW event program. Possibly from, I did some research on it, and it was when Justin Credible was champion, so probably 97, 98, maybe 98, 99. I know I just said 3 years, but...
More than likely, it was at the Mississauga show that I was at. The only time they were ever in Canada.
It could be. Was it in 98? Was Justin Credible champion?
Yeah. I am actually wearing an ECW shirt this morning.
Yeah. It's probably when they're on Spike TV, or no, not Spike. It was TNN at the time. Yeah.
For
National
Rollerball.
Oh, that was freaking awesome. So yeah, we took it out. Here's the back. It's got some girls on there, and look who the publisher was. I don't know. Can you see that? Publisher?
Gabe Sapolsky.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that was freaking dope find, man.
That's a killer find. That's something you're proud to have in your collection. So until next time, I am Mike Batchelor.
I'm Zach Selleck. Thanks for tuning in to the Tiny Tights Show.
Tights win fights. I messed you up. I said yours. Tiny Tights are alright.
Tiny Tights, aight?
Oh, okay.
Gotta say.